Johannesburg Mayor Kabelo Gwamanda has assured residents who have been without water for over 10 days that water should be restored as soon as this morning. Yesterday, Gwamanda attended a crisis meeting with ward councillors of affected areas in an attempt to provide information on the recovery of the system following a lightning strike at the Eikenhof Pump Station.
Gwamanda says a closed water valve led to the delay in returning water supply to some Johannesburg residents.
There was a bit of a technical challenge with the city power supply to one of the pump stations, but that was resolved in a matter of hours. The challenge, like I said, that further exacerbated is the inability to get water to flow from this particular pump station, which was discovered to have been contributed to a valve that had been closed off. There is a steady progression in the water supply as well as the levels in the reservoir, and this should recover over a period of 3 days. But tomorrow morning we'll start seeing water start running through the taps.
Well, has Johannesburg Mayor Kabelo Gwamanda lived up to his promise? For that, we're joined by Ziniko Mhlaba, who's our reporter joining us live from Ferndale this morning. Ziniko, good morning to you. I mean, that's the question. Are the taps, or is water running coming out of those taps in that area?
Yes, indeed, Naledi, there is water at some parts of Ferndale. We are actually not far from the office itself. We are at Oceans Private School. It's an independent school that's operating independently, so it's dependent on its own funds and the support and donations from parents. So they've been struggling for the past few days in terms of having running water, and they've had to send, the pupils back home before the actual knock-off time. So let's get a sense of, since the water returned back yesterday in the afternoon, as Mayor Gwamanda had promised, I can confirm that this school does have running water. But let's get a sense of how these challenges in the past few days have been affecting the operations at the school. I'm joined now by Mr. Dingane, who's the campus head of the Oceans Private School. Mr. Dingane, thank you very much, sir, for your time. Talk to us how you maneuvered through this water shortages period and how it affected the operations of the school.
Thank you, Zee, for coming to us to highlight you on what has been happening for the past 2 weeks. We've had some challenges whereby we've been cutting down the school hours, letting kids go home earlier, around 10 in the early hours of the morning. That has been affecting the school curriculum. So it's going to be a challenge because some teachers have to submit some marks to the department. That has been hindering us a lot, Zee.
I mean, as an independent school, and I'm looking at the numbers of the pupils that are coming in and out as we've been here since 7 o'clock. Talk to us in terms of support. Where are you getting the support? Surely, there is no government that is going to come through with the water tanks or with some interventions. So how have you been able to ensure that school operations continue, especially when it comes to having to get water to the school?
Yes, as I've said it earlier on, that we've been cutting hours of school hours. So some of the parents have been assisting us a lot by bringing some pocket water containers to use in the sanitary areas, and that has been a challenge because it wasn't enough for the whole school, because we are harboring about 460 kids at school here, so it's been a lot of a challenge.
I mean, as we were standing here, there was a parent who was dropping off a child who apologized to you, saying that, well, my child does not have a clean uniform because I did not have water, to wash the uniform yesterday. How prevalent have those incidents been for you as the school, and do you have any measures in place to cater for those kids?
Yes, there's no other way we could have done it but to accept them as they are, because we can't hinder kids to come to school for education. Education is key for them. Thank you.
Mr. Dingane, thank you very much, sir, for your time.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Naledi, that's Mr. Dingane, who's the campus head of the Ocean School here in Ferndale, just giving us a sense of how they've been operating under difficult circumstances. As he said, that for the past 2 weeks they've been struggling and they've had no water, so they had been depending on the support and water donations from the parents. So that's the latest here. That's one aspect of the, of the community that has been affected, schooling system, especially when it comes to independent schools. In the next hour or so, we'll be speaking to the Ferndale Association residents just to get a sense of, do they all have water right now, and what is it that they will do next should they find themselves in the similar situation in the next few weeks or months to come.
Yeah, that's our reporter Ziniko Mhlaba on the water checks this morning across parts of Johannesburg.